Okay, folks, welcome back to Destiny 2. Some big news regarding the future of Destiny 2. In case you missed the live stream, which was aired earlier today at noon Eastern Time, just 1 hour before the Season 11 launch, we are breaking down all the information regarding Destiny 2 and beyond. So starting with the first paragraph right here, we know that Destiny 2 is too large to efficiently update and maintain. Size and complexity of the game are also contributing to more bugs and less innovation. So here's the big one here. Instead of building a Destiny 3 and leaving Destiny 2 behind, each year we're going to be going to cycle older, less actively played content out of the live game and into what we're calling the Destiny Content Vault. So that's a big one here, or DCV for short. Now that will allow us to add to and support Destiny 2 within the rest of the 10-year contract, which will include the 3 new annual expansions that they announced today, starting with Beyond Light, which will launch this fall, the exact date, September 22nd, 2020. Now, the DCV will include all content from Destiny 1 and anything that cycles out from Destiny 2. They will bring back, or eventually unvault in quotation marks, activity and destination content from the DCV each year. Now, the unvaulting will start in year 4 with the return of the Cosmodrome, as well as its 3 strikes, plus the return of Vault of Glass. Yeah, you're eventually saying this is a joke. It's fake. Wrong. As well as its 3 strikes and the return of the Vault of Glass raid. Now, for the primary Destiny 2 content, leaving the game and going into the DCV this fall will be the following destinations: Mars, Io, Titan, Mercury, and Leviathan, plus their supported activities. I'm just scrolling down a little more. There we go. Now, there's going to be new ways to earn the exotics, which are originally linked to content that have entered the DCV. I have no idea as of right now, but when year 4 starts, we'll definitely figure that out. Now, when it ships, though, for Beyond Light, starting September 22nd, the director will have the following destinations. There's 7 in total. Obviously, we'll still have the Moon, the Tangled Shore, Dreaming City, the EDZ, and Nessus. Plus, we have the unvaulted content from Destiny 1, as we have the return of the Cosmodrome, plus the 1 new destination we're going this year on Jupiter's moon, which is Europa. Now, this approach will allow us to respond to player feedback more rapidly, enable more innovation, and will keep Destiny 2 and your characters thriving for years to come. Want more information to follow throughout the year. Now, of course, this is the next big piece of information, building a viable future to Destiny 2. So, if you thought the Year 4 expansion and Season 11 launch was good, this got even better. Now, earlier today, we laid out the vision for Destiny's future, built right inside of Destiny 2. The future where we maintain your characters, accounts, and continuity with our game systems and build on each of them for years. So starting this fall, we'll usher a brand new era in Destiny's journey, which will launch off a trilogy of expansions where your Guardians will explore the true nature of both light and dark. Okay. So, as mentioned, we already know more about Beyond Light, which will launch this year. The next portion of the trilogy, which will be year 8 of 10, the next expansion will be called The Witch Queen, coming out in 2021. And for year 9, as of right now, this is a working title, but looks as though it's legit. It's called Lightfall, coming out in 2022. And by the way, whoever said Lightfall coming out in 2022 on Twitter, I think it just won like $1 million. No, just kidding. No. Put plainly, we are investigating in Destiny 2 for years to come, but to continue your Guardian's journey and deliver on this roadmap, we need to make some changes to ever-growing world so it can flourish. So as we keep on scrolling down, this is the limits of growth. I'm going to try and go as quickly as I possibly can. So you can pause on each of these 4 paragraphs if you want to, because I think for this information that it really doesn't intrigue me very, very much, but if it intrigues you, definitely hit the pause button. So we'll start with this one here. Oh, this one right here for Destiny 2. So far as of the writing, we already had 9 destinations, 40 story missions, 54 adventures, 42 lost centers, 17 strikes, 31 PvP maps, 12 special activities, which Like, for example, Menagerie and 0 Hour, or 0 Hour, of course. We had 7 raids, 6 Gambit arenas, 3 dungeons, the third one coming out June 9th, of course, along with a lot of quests, patrols, public events, a lot of rewards, hundreds of game systems, which layer on top of that content, and a whole lot more. So that's the big piece of raid right there. For this one right here, this requires players to download up to 115 gigabytes to play, along with huge patches, updates, and a whole lot more. They've also been adding approximately 25 gigabytes of content each year to Destiny 2 since the launch back in 2017. And there's the last portion of the paragraph right there. The next topic here, is all about impact on the live game. Again, we're going to try and go as quickly as possible. If you want to pause for those 3 paragraphs here, by all means. This is paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and paragraph 3. And we're going to talk about more about the Destiny content vault. So with Destiny 1, they've solved the ever-expanding exponential complexity problem by making a sequel in D2. They left behind all the content and many of the features that players grew to love. So it was a mistake to create a situation that fractured the community, reset the player progress, and set the player experience back in ways that took us a full year to recover from and repair. So they eventually don't want to make a mistake that they don't want to repeat by making a Destiny 3, which pretty much right now, I don't think Destiny 3 is bound to happen, or 4, which I predicted, but looks as though we're going to keep on with Destiny 2 for the remainder of the 10 years. Okay, that's paragraph number 2. By the way, the first cycle of Destiny 2 content going into the DVC, which will begin this fall with the appearance of the Pyramid ships in Season of Arrivals, and the Beyond Light expansion, which they were already revealed today. They'll usher in dramatic changes to the universe, affect the characters, destinations, and guardians for years to come. And to set a new maintainable foundation for the game this fall, and to create room for Beyond Light and the future roadmap, the first Destiny 2 deposit into the DCV will be larger than those to come in the future. So there's that. Now, whoops. Going a little out of control here. Now they're talking about curating the vault. 3 more paragraphs here. I'm just trying to go as quickly as possible before we wrap this all up. I don't want to be like a 20-minute video, of course. Paragraph 1, number 2, and number 3. By the way, the last sentence mentioned here, the original Destiny 1 raid, Vault of Glass, will be returning in year 4. We don't know the exact date, but we'll keep you up to date for that. And now we're going to talk about the year 4 Destiny content vault preview. So here's the yearly preview of what we're expecting into the DCV and what's returning in year 4. So returning from the DCV starting on September 22nd, Cosmodrome as a selectable, explorable destination, but not yet at full Destiny 1 parity, starting on the 22nd, of course. That's one of the 2 destinations. They're also looking to leverage the Cosmodrome's initial return to expand the new Guardian original story to the world of Destiny. The veteran players will be able to experience that story as well. The Cosmodrome's Will of Crota strike will also be added to the strikes playlist for all players. By the way, if you want me to record the following: the Will of Crota strike, Devil's Lair, Fallen Saber strikes, Vault of Glass, the remaster versions, by all means, if you want me to record them, let me know in the description box below, and I'll do my very best. And in Season 13, Cosmodrome will be fleshed out to roughly Destiny 1 Year 1 parity. Plus, as mentioned, these 2 strikes will return, the Devil's Lair and Fallen Saber. And during Year 4, Destiny 1's first raid, we already explained that already, Vault of Glass will return. Now, heading to the DCV, as mentioned, Io, Titan, Mercury, Mars, and Leviathan will be cycled out and no longer be accessible. This will also include all PvE activities and the campaigns on those destinations. So this is what the director will look like starting September 22nd. So You'll have the Dreaming City here, the Tangled Shore, the Moon, the Tower, which will definitely still be intact, Crucible over here, Gambit, Vanguard, Nessus, which I'm pretty sure there's going to be no Leviathan over here, along with the 3 new locations that are coming, well, 2 new locations coming your way. EDZ is still going to be the same. We have the returning one, which is Cosmodrome, and the new destination called Europa. And here's some other key Year 4 details for you. There's going to be 3 raids playable this fall, which will include a new one set in the Deep Stone Encrypt on Jupiter's moon, which is Europa, as part of the Beyond Light expansion. New ways to earn exotics originally tied to destinations and activity content that have entered the DCV. Available strikes will be based on the pool of possible strikes from active destinations. And when it goes into the DCV, so too will the strikes. Also, the PvP map playlist will remain a curated best of mixtures of maps from both D1 and D2. Gambit and Gambit Prime will be merged into a single mode with their original armor visuals available to earn from the Drifter. And there's the paragraph over here, just to wrap up the other key Year 4 details. And then this is the last portion of it right here. And that officially did it. So that's your video regarding building a future in Destiny 2 and beyond. Boy, oh boy, the next 3 years, Beyond Light, The Witch Queen, and Lightfall will be big. Not only for myself, not only for the Destiny 2 players, but the whole community too. This is going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait to try and deliver as much content for Destiny 2 plus the other games as best as I can. So we are done. Thank you for watching, everybody. Enjoy the grind, and we'll catch you guys later. Take care, and stay safe.